Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We're going to talk about Prey today. Spoilers ahead. Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to be honest. I had a better time than I thought I would.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Because I just thought this was going to be another poor attempt at like milking a franchise, but I was surprisingly pleased by what I saw.
You know what? This is like simple is best. You know, I feel like that.
So true.
You know, like I even like the title. Because aren't you tired of Predator? Here's Prey.
Yeah.
It's like
Predator something. Predators and Predator 2. Predators.
Yeah.
But this time it's Prey.
Yeah. I mean, and they have a simple premise, except the time jump, but everything. And I also love the medieval flavor, even of the Predator. The design of it was wonderful. And it's very much like the first movie, to be honest. Just
different setting.
Yeah,
because
bare
the first
bones.
one was like a tropical jungle.
Yeah. So, in a way, weirdly though, I still prefer Predators, the pianist one.
The one with Adrian Brody.
Yeah. I still think besides the original Predator, this one comes third for me now. Because Predators, I feel like, was a drastically underrated movie. I mean, but even that movie and this movie, I feel like have the same problem. The third act is always the problem. You know, it's always basically like the Predator one. You know, because the original one is so iconic, right? With Terminator,
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
putting mud all over him, and there's the duel, and that happened with Predators too, and this one same. So I mean, but I wouldn't mind this becoming a franchise where Prey 2 is like in like Ming Dynasty China or something.
I think this. Yeah, I agree. I think this is a great spin-off with a lot of possibilities.
Yeah,
because I love the idea of mixing Comanches with Predator.
Yeah,
and it also kind of made me remember that movie with Daniel Craig. What was it? Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit poorly executed compared to this movie.
I still enjoyed that one though. I mean,
it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not broke, don't break it, right? But you know, Predators will never win an Academy Award.
Yes,
and I think people have sometimes too harsh a judgment on a franchise they love. And I think this one just did a very solid job on, you know, winning those, you know, maybe people back. Because, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Continue.
No, because I feel like, you know, because of the Alien v Predator thing, I can't but help compare it. But I feel like the Aliens were special because every Alien movie has a flavor to it, right? Yeah. And Predator is different, though. Every time they try to do a different flavor, it fails. So they always have to stick to the original one.
I think the biggest difference is the Alien franchise with every movie. Like you said, I think they're a different movie. I mean, Alien 1 was more of a thriller in a confined space, and it kind of deals with the terror of the unknown. The second was kind of like in terms of like gaming world, it was kind of like a tower defense. So you have all these enemies rushing at you, and you have to find out a way to stop them. But the problem with Predator, like you mentioned, is like every sequel tries to be like a different version of the first one.
No, and I think I have to mention this. I think Alien remake always has more freedom because the Predator species itself is too clearly defined. You know, first of all, like the first one, basically these Predator aliens have their own ethos, their ethics, and there are certain things that they do, and I think that actually limits how much a new director can approach it. You know, for example, because think about it, Alien, the first one was all we got was an unknown alien. So James Cameron decided to add all that backstory on the second one, so he had that freedom. But that's why I think the third one get a less rep, because now the rules are set more in stone.
Yeah.
So I think David Fincher had a harder time trying to reimagine it, whatever, etc. Because if you think about it, Last Jedi failed because there was just so many fans' expectation of the Star Wars universe, like so-called canon, right? And I think Predator has that issue too. Which the Prey thing it becomes predictable because, by nature, this has to be a duel between like an alien hunter and a human hunter, mano y mano, But I give a lot of credit to Prey because they came up with a simple solution to that, which is let's go do Comanche time.
Yeah. Like let's try to mix it up. Instead of soldiers with guns, let's go to like a native tribe.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
even the Predator design, it's a simple innovation, but I think they succeeded wildly because I love the Predator weapons and everything.
Yes.
Like everything is more rudimentary than the ones. It's like the same weapons.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned the weapons, the scene where Predator first targets one of the Comanches with the laser, I was expecting that blaster,
right? Yeah,
but instead we get that what's it called?
Yeah,
it's not like an arrow, but it's like one of those things.
Crossbow.
Crossbow, or like a giant nail or something. Yeah. No.
Like even the shield is rudimentary, and the Predator's fighting style is a little bit different because of that, but I think that actually added more dynamism to his movements. Because if you think about it, like one of the problems with the original Predator is I can't help but ask, like it's the same with Black Panther, where wait a minute, you have all these technologies, why do you need the blade and
why resort to those claws and spears, lances?
No, but the Predator one makes sense because I think we get a sense that they're choosing to do this because it's some kind of
it's like a ritual or something.
Yeah. And let's be honest, like even in the 21st century, a lot of our like modern society has like cultures like things we do like that has no place in time if you think about it. So I like that. I like that a lot, and I even love the main actor here. I forget her name, but I like the casting of the woman too. And
now let's jump to what I liked about it quickly. The first thing I liked about the movie was that it was short. It was just like an hour and a half, and that was it. So no bullshit in between.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it didn't prolong something that was. I mean, I love the fact that it tried not to be like overly interesting when it's actually not. So it was straight to the point, and I don't think it really had like unnecessary like a scene that we could do without. And also, what I loved about the first third of the movie was that there was almost no dialogue.
Right.
And I loved the way they told a story without any dialogues. Just I loved how they just observed what the main actress, I forgot her name as well, what she was doing, and like tossing us some foreshadows of what's coming up next, especially the hatchet and everything. So I love the way they started the story.
Even the quicksand thing, they foreshadowed it. And I like how she's, the movie does its best to convince that this is possible. Because, let's be honest, like, she's a small woman against a steroid, beefed up alien creature
who can fight a bear with his bare hands.
Exactly.
I think it knocked him out.
Yeah.
Didn't he knock out the bear?
It did.
Unconscious?
It did. So if I go nitpicking, there were some scenes where I'm like, that's not possible. Like,
I mean, the moment, I think, in the duel in the later part of the movie where the Predator grabs her by the neck and flips her, I think he could have just easily squeezed his hand and killed her instantly.
I know, but after watching that, I did think like, come on, man, this is a sci-fi. Even the original, you could argue that human muscle size doesn't matter to the predator. You know, for all we know, they might have those chimpanzee arms. Their cellular structure is different, so he could have just smashed like Schwarzenegger with his like finger. But it's a movie, but I do like the details of where the movie keeps telling us that she's really observant. She's really quick on like finding solutions.
Yeah, and she's, I think, very intuitive.
Yeah.
And insightful. And I love the fact that they told all these things without a dialogue.
Yeah. And like there is a similarity between this one and the Predators too, because I feel like even the minor characters they did so well, relatively well in the writing and presentation of these minor characters that we know them. Even the piece of shit French beaver hunter motherfuckers, I know all of them. Like basically, and the brother too, and the mother, and the Predator itself. I like that. I don't know though. I do think Predators were superior on that though, because I felt like the Predators won. I really love the first half of that movie. I really love it because that one was basically, it's different. It tried to flip the formula, but ended up being conservative. Because I love the fact that they have this like hunter planet, and it was a mix of who's the killer too, because we got all these serial killers, army, like, and then I love the casting in that. Like Laurence, one of Laurence Fishburne's best, like I gotta be honest, I loved him in it. Like he plays such a psycho so well. Like he's so fucked up in the head. Like
I love Laurence Fishburne.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
By the way, I also loved him in MacGruber, the series.
Yeah, I think the pianist got too much shit for like no reason on that. To be honest, because I was convinced on like he was a mercenary. I also love Shane in it. Like even
what's his name, Walton Goggins.
Yeah. And like the serial killer, there was a lot of mystery there too. I felt like I wish they expanded the universe even more.
You know something crazy I thought about while watching this movie?
What?
Is I was thinking, it's just my opinion. I was like, yo, this is how they should have made Pocahontas.
Oh.
This is how Disney should have made Pocahontas.
God.
You want to talk about girl power? This is it.
True. I mean, maybe.
Like a Native American standing up against this alien invader. Well, not an invader, but like this alien threat. Completely fearless.
Oh, and I also love the balance between gore and trusting our imagination. Because this movie can be gory, but some of the action scenes were really well done in the fact that sometimes they show us, sometimes they don't, and it makes us get into how horrifying it can be. But there were some scenes where I thought the action could be a little better. But I think they did a good job on making action sequences efficient. And a lot of the night scenes I love too. Because
especially when it's like pitch dark, pitch black except the torch. I love how that scene was shot. Especially when the main actress was looking for her brother after she found that that skinned snake.
Right.
It just gives us this innate feeling of an like an invisible threat. We just know that there's something out there, and it's pitch black except for that torch. A touch I would have loved was when if that torch had gone out and it was completely dark, and we see the predator seeing through like infrared. I also love the touch of that snake. You know, when like when that snake was attacking the mouse, and then it attacks the predator, because snakes can also see in infrared. That was an interesting touch.
Like, see, that's another thing with the see this franchise again. The first part, I feel like, see, any new creator come here with brilliant ideas, but they're just forced to do that predator thing again at the end, you know. And because by the third act, I mean, I enjoyed the duel. I really did, between her getting the revenge for the brother, etc. But you know it's coming.
Yeah.
So I think that's I mean, I guess some fans will like it because they're expecting it. But what I always loved about the Alien franchise was because, first of all, I love all 4 films.
Me too.
Like, in different ways. Even the third one, I feel like is underrated because every death and like they were memorable.
I especially love but I remember clearly how Tywin Lannister died in that movie.
Yeah. Each movie has a different color to it, but not Predator though. The Predator franchise. See, you could argue that this movie is a '90s movie, except the protagonist is a woman. This is basically the Die Hard formula, where like the underdog basically goes against like
unstoppable force.
Sure, like from Speed. It's that basic formula without the romance. So in a way, this is a very '90s movie, very efficient. Like it doesn't pretend to be what it's not. Because Alien 3, I think some people might not like it because of the religious imagery that Fincher tried to put in.
Point. Yeah.
Like the alien is birthed like Jesus. If you go into it, it's really weird and creepy. But I the third one is I like it because like they're all criminals there too, which I loved about Predators. I like how every one of them are like basically piece of shit. But anyway, like. But overall, I'm glad that this movie exists because I think I watched it 2 times, not right away, but this is a movie that I feel like I can watch again and again, now and then again, when I'm bored and I got nothing better to watch.
I also loved how the presence of the Predator somehow aligns with the kind of like the tribal religion that the Comanches had, you know, like the Thunderbird, right? You know, that UFO. She mistakes it as the Thunderbird, and so on. And before we wrap this up, I also love the parallel between the Comanches and what's his name, the Predator, because I don't remember which movie it was, but I think it's the first Predator versus Alien versus Predator. In that movie, the main plot is that the aliens are like a species that the predators use as prey for like their what's that called, like a coming of age ritual. So just like those Maasai's who have to hunt lions when they come of age with nothing but a lance, they have to go through the same trial. And just like that, we also have that parallel within the Comanches. I forgot the word. I think that word was like that coming of age ritual thing,
or whatever.
Whatever that was.
Yeah.
So the main actress was trying to kill that lion or puma or whatever that thing was.
Yeah, lion.
Yeah, and we don't have the context, but we can kind of understand that that lone warrior predator is in that space for pretty much the same reason, I guess. Because we see him like I forgot what that thing was. It leaves nothing but the skeleton. Yeah. And kind of keeps that wolf's head as a trophy.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
See, but you know what though, Won-Jin? It's the last movie I want to see that. Because it's always done. What I really want is like let's say the Roman legion is fighting the Germanic tribes, but in the woods there are like 3 predators. They're like, what is this? And I would love to see like the Romans do the turtle position. Legions! And then like the predator getting very amused by it or whatever. Because it's like, so like this one I really loved. But like I want to get out of the tribe formula because like the Alien had such a shock value to it because we didn't know there was a queen and the story was told so well. Yeah. And even the 4th one is like my personal crazy one. It's the one I watch when I get drunk because I love how stupid it is.
Is that the one where that hybrid alien gets sucked out into space?
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. And even the alien swimming scene was innovative at the time. I liked it. Like here. Yeah, but then again, I don't know. I did love it when the predator jumped between the trees because I think they shot it really clever because it was always in the night scene, or they tried to make it not CG like as possible. I like that, but I do want to see the predator do some more dynamic movements because one of the problems I had with Predators was that I felt like the Predators could have moved even better.
Yeah.
Like even the bigger ones. Maybe they have like some kind of special move that we haven't seen before. But like I said, I think this is the problem with the Predator rules set so hard on. So like maybe if they do make a Prey 2 or whatever, I would like some difference like that. I just said the Roman Legion as an example, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Predator with like a shield and a pike.
Yeah.
Or like a giant axe of their own version. Like I don't like the fact that they have this uniform.
Yeah.
And
they have all those like that arsenal of weapons.
Yeah. Like I would like to see some like Mortal Kombat shit. Like Scorpion Chain coming out. like because the Predators, I think they try to give each Predators like more
like something unique.
Yeah, characteristic. Because I remember one of them had the hawk thing. They all had different preferences, and I like that. I really like that. So I don't know if there's a Prey 2. Maybe they'll just add 2 Predators, and yeah.
What I would wish to see from a sequel is one. I want to see like a crazy mix. Like you said, maybe try to escape the tribal factor.
Yeah.
And go to like an early civilization or something.
Right.
Like you said, maybe China. Maybe
I would
Korea.
love to fight the Genghis Khan horde.
Yeah, or like the
horseback warriors.
Like the Japanese.
You mentioned it here. You were like, wait until the Comanche learns how to ride horses.
Until they like ride horses.
So that just gave me the idea. Like, hey man, that would be awesome. Because because even the Predators, remember the Predators had their dogs. I like that about it. I like man, like Predators is underrated for me.
And another thing is we don't really exactly understand any of their motive. I mean, we have to just guess their motives, and we can guess that these predators who come to hunt these animals and people, they're not exactly veterans. They're like trainees or like novice, because they have to prove themselves. I'm guessing. But what I do want to see is like if the Genghis Khan thing, for example, one of the predators eventually gets outmaneuvered or outpowered and like gets like put down to its knees. Then this like badass veteran predator shows up and then has a deal with another veteran of like another civilization or something. That's what I would love to see, because that's that moment in Alien versus Predator where the alien was about to attack one of the humans. The predator like stabs it in the back and they have that like face off. That was the most awesome scene in that movie. I want to have something similar if we ever get a sequel.
Movie. I'm sorry, fuck that movie.
But I did love that moment.
I mean, okay, never mind. I'm sorry, I was too harsh. There were some scenes that were okay, but overall plot was bad. But remember in Predators 2, they had that samurai thing. Remember that Yakuza guy had that knife fight? Like he had that katana.
That sword.
Yeah. That's why I love Predators. Because I think Rodriguez understood what this was about. I got a lot of Sin City vibe where we all want that macho energy a little bit. And I mean, I have nothing against
just like what we saw from Machete.
Yeah. My favorite character is actually that Russian mercenary with the Terminator. Who's like, what's that big Gatling gun?
That minigun thing.
That
was an awesome scene.
Yeah, and Predators 2 is I love the dynamic between the characters, because remember, they don't trust each other. And remember that serial killer is later revealed. I thought the casting was great, because he's usually he's either a comedic role or I forget that actor. He was in Venom, I think. Not Venom, but Spider-Man 3.
Oh, Topher Grace.
Yeah, I think Topher Grace was there as like, because we have to ask himself, because these are all killers. What are you doing here? So I wouldn't have minded Predators 2 by Rodriguez, the director. Because I wouldn't have minded that at all. I still watch Predators 2 now and then again. So it's still my second best one. Because I think that one had more memorable, like, that one was unfavorably, too harshly compared to the Predator one. But if you think about it, Predators 2 and even this Prey one is basically Predators, the original, with some flourishes, but nothing really changed. I think the directors always try to add a little bit of their flavor. So Predators 2 was the fact that there were multiple predators and there were multiple hunters. Here it's different. This time it's a woman, and this time we're going back 200 years. So, and I don't mind those. I don't mind those at all. But anyway, overall, I had a good time. If I give this movie a score, I give it a 7 out of 10.
I would also give it a 7.
Yeah, it's almost the 8. It's almost the 8. But like the Predators movie, I enjoyed the first half more than the second one.
Me too.
Yeah,
especially like I said, the first third was the best.
Yeah. Because when I saw the bear fight scene, you know, because do you know that there's a trailer out for a movie called Cocaine Bear?
Really?
Yeah, a bear on cocaine. Like, you know what? Now that I said that, I think any Predators director have to face the fact that this is sort of silly, and there's a realism, so they have to balance it out.
Yeah, right, balance. And that just gave me a crazy idea. Maybe in one of the sequels, maybe they should come up with like a cocaine Predators. They have this crazy fight in a Las Vegas hotel,
Man, fuck you,
and then this bag of coke. He like slashes it, and it scatters in the air, and he goes like hyped up and go crazy.
Yeah,
that'll be funny.
Yeah, Won-Jin, that will be funny. No, like I said, the reason why we hate Alien Predator is because they took it too far. And they're like, but it's hard to. I think it's harder because I think Alien. And even Alien has the freedom of being in space. You know, it's a different environment.
Yeah, that's true.
Because James Cameron could come up with that whole colony. And it was awesome because of that. But here, we're always bound to Earth, like or Earth-like civilization.
Planet. That's right.
Yeah, and we have to have these... Because, see, the hunters, they all require that, like, they're hunters. Even the Predators... Here... There's Comanche warrior, or they're mercenaries like the Predators too, or they're soldiers. So I think that just limits, I don't know, sometimes the potential of this. But at the same time, that's what we're here for. So anyway, Prey we enjoyed very much. We wouldn't mind. We wouldn't mind this continuing.
I would say it's a great entertainment. So if you like the Predator franchise, and you haven't seen this, I strongly recommend it. We highly recommend it.
Anyway, that's our take on Prey. If you have any thoughts on Prey or have any videos or movies or series that you would like us to talk about, please leave a comment. Press like if you like our stuff. This has been JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I was Joe.
I was Won-Jin.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Bye-bye.
Baby.